Oh, Deku!
Welcome, everybody. Great. I'll edit it out. No, I won't. Welcome, everybody.
No, you won't.
To the Marvelous Monsters of Kopé, our new D&D 5th Edition's campaign. Tides of Time is being on hold because a lot of the members are either busy or are just unable to have a good time. So we put it on pause for the time being. Yeah, unable to engage. That's a good way to put it. So Tides of Time is on an indefinite hiatus for, at the very least, a couple of months. And in the meantime, we have a side campaign, the Marvelous Monsters of Kopé. This is all I'm going to do to explain that. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing pretty great.
I feel like shit.
I need some water.
I
really
have many
hungry.
bug bites all over my body, and no matter how much I scratch them, the itch can never be satiated in this current life.
Yeah, well, you're not supposed to scratch them, you dum-dum.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
honestly
supposed to-
doing great, though. I'm super excited to be here.
Supposed to rub them.
I'm really hungry. I've eaten almost an entire bag of jelly beans just sitting here.
I,
And, like, the
jelly
I
beans
have,
right now,
okay, you
too.
know those, sour ball candies that, like, you get at, like, Whole Foods
Warheads?
stores?
Oh yeah.
I have, like, a whole bag of them. They're
Great.
like jelly beans. No, they're not warheads. Fuck warheads. I don't want my
Fuck
tongue to
warheads.
fall
All
off.
my homies hate warheads.
You shouldn't fuck warheads.
So-
If you put them in your vagina, that doesn't seem very comfortable.
What is your obsession with putting things in vaginas?
You said
Chill.
fuck
All right,
warhead.
guys,
How-
let's leave the obsession off screen, off camera. So I have with me today Ash, Mijo, Ben, and Wicket from Tides of Time. They'll all be playing new characters. They're starting at level 3. We'll get more into those characters as we get started. I also have Jessie here with me. She'll be playing... Hello. She will be playing most of the NPCs while I play the narrator of the world in a co-DM fashion.
Co-DMing, Pog.
Co-DMing Pog.
Pog.
God damn.
Big Pog.
Girlfriend
So,
Pog.
let us get
No, go ahead,
started.
Pog. I'm crying.
Are we doing cold opening? Is that how we want to start this?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if you had anything planned.
He
I
already
don't.
said that he never has anything planned.
I'm getting a phone call.
Cheater.
Put it on
Hello?
speaker so we can all join in.
This is not Jamie. He does not own this phone number anymore.
What is that phone number, out of curiosity? What phone number? Hey, Kabud, what phone number does Jamie no longer have?
Guys, we
Yes,
gotta find
it's
Jamie. What happened to Jamie?
596-241-7.
Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. Quick, send him dick pics.
867-530.
Anyways, I will give a little bit of information about Kopé before we begin. So, our players will be introduced to the world of Kopé, a continent within a homebrew campaign setting of mine that I call Arcadia. For anyone who's watched, or actually no, this one wasn't published. I've had previous campaign arcs and campaigns in general in this Arcadian world through Cowboys and Corporations and such, and none of that's been broadcasted, but it was recorded. I might put that up later at a later date. But for the viewers and as a reminder to the players, the world of Arcadia is set after the modern world was built up and destroyed through nuclear fallout. The world then was reorganized and mutated, and civilizations reformed in a pretty much modern, or a stereotypical fantasy campaign, Forgotten Realms styled in some worlds, but every portion of the world has been made differently. I think that's all the information we need there. So there's some old world artifacts around the place, and we will be taking place in the continent of Kopé. So, let's just go into the cold opening.
Pardon
All
me.
right.
Thank you.
Sorry. I didn't. Oh,
Bless you.
sorry.
Bean.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm
Me.
ready for it.
that is my name.
That is.
Are
not
you
your
Bean
name.
too?
Your name was taken. Unless you guys share a name. Do you guys share a name? In which case,
we?
No, I go by Bean at my summer camp, so I was like, yes, me. Bean is my name. Do you want me to introduce my character?
no.
No, my character's name is Bean.
Oh, okay. That's gonna be really fucking confusing.
A little bit. It'll be fine. We'll be fine.
All right,
feel like that
I'll
was
try
the
not to
point, Ben.
respond to Bean literally every time I hear it.
Don't
Okay,
worry about
Bean.
it. That was the point. I saw you had Bean on your character sheet. I thought, hey,
Hey.
you know what? I'm with Whoop.
Yes.
Oh, I need to tell you something.
Do they have to be told right now?
I guess not.
Okay.
I guess not.
What?
You'll be awake by 10 o'clock tomorrow.
Why?
We're gonna do the basement.
Okay.
This recording
This
has
campaign is off
honestly
to a
been wild,
great
and I'm
start.
here for all of it.
This is about as well as any of my recorded session ones go. So,
Yes.
Jesse, I want to ask you, do you think we should start with a cold opening through their interviews or cold opening with the elder?
Interrogation.
I think, since Mijo directly brought it up, I think cold open with interview would be neat.
Interview? Okay. All right. Bean,
Yeah?
you...
Fuck.
Not you.
Dude. No!
You walk into a room you've set up beforehand. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this room?
It's a pretty open room. There's basically just a small desk on one side and a couple of chairs. Looks like it's set up for more people than are here. Probably it's set up for about 10 people, but there's 3 sitting in these chairs.
Oof.
Bean's just sitting there with a big old smile on his face.
Would
Pretty
you like to
empty mostly.
describe your character for us a little bit?
Bean is tall. He's really tall. He's about 8'4", tall for a firbolg tall. He is older, about middle-aged, late middle-aged for a firbolg. He white beard, white hair, a little bit of a paunchy belly, but he looks really strong under all of it. But there's definitely a paunch there. It looks like he's been doing more partying than working out for the last couple of years.
Same.
Does Bean carry his gold on his person?
It's probably sitting on a desk waiting as a.
It's already in the room.
He is not a smart man.
All right. So, Bean, you come into the room and sit in the chair, along 3 empty chairs, or are they already filled?
If they want to be waiting, they can be waiting.
What do you guys think?
That's up to the scoutmaster.
If
What are
they
we
were
doing?
there first,
God
the
damn it.
money wasn't there.
Sure, we'll be sitting there.
Okay. So, that means all I suppose Bean sits first. And looking out among these 3 people, what do you say, Bean?
Hi there, guys. How are you doing there? You look like some wonderful folks over here. I can't wait till I work with you. So, well, what are your guys' names? How about
Introduce
start with the
yourselves,
big
children.
lady over here? Now, the big lady. Let's start with her.
The big lady.
I can't actually. Wait, am I the one cutting out? Because I can't hear anything.
Look at your picture's a cat.
Maybe. I don't know. he introduced
No,
you first.
Wicket,
If you
you're
don't
not
want it,
cutting out. They're just ignoring you.
go. Well, all right. All right. So she seems a little bit shy. How about we get the turtle to introduce himself then?
My name, my name doesn't matter. You can call me Code 2.
Like a coat, but two of them?
No, spelled Kotu, all capital letters.
Oh, I see. That's pretty interesting there.
That's the one.
Give me a
That's
description, Ben. That's just-
Yeah, describe your character.
Kodu is a younger turtle, probably the rough equivalent of like teenager for whatever turtles are. I didn't do my research.
15.
And he is, if turtles could be balding, he would be. And he has glasses because he needs them to see. And he's very hunched over. But he's looking around the room fairly eagerly, just like kind of rocking back and forth on the edge of his chair.
Yeah, for those who are seeing the picture and for those who are watching a recording, we just have placeholder art for Code 2 right now.
Thank you.
All right then, Kotu. So, what are you doing here? What are you looking to accomplish with this here?
Well, there are a few things that I want. Personally, I want to practice my glass blowing. I'm getting to be very, very good at that. And I want to do a lot of that. And also, I really, really, really just want to, go outside and meet some beasts and stuff. Maybe make some new friends.
Well, that sounds like just a splendid time there. How about you there, Mr. Birdman?
Yep, that's what I'm hoping for.
All right, this red vulture-esque Aracocra is leaning back with his chair, legs propping him up on the desk so he can balance on the back two legs, arms crossed, and a holster sling on his back. You can tell he is very young. He's just reached maturity, at 3.5 years of age, and he's standing about 5'2". Well, I am just here because the scoutmaster that we have over there, she wishes for us to maybe acquire some more funds. And well, since I am the best with a gun, which she has sadly taken away from me and lost, but we wish to assist you with the beasts in order to get some more gold.
Oh, I see. Okay. I have a quick little question for you here. So, you're walking into a forest here, okay? Just out of nowhere, just these 3 tigers jump out at you. Okay, how do you know which tiger here is named Terry with an I?
Well, you see, you fly up into the sky and you wait for them to calm down and settle down, right? And then you just simply wait for Terry with the eye to show himself.
No, you just have to look at him. You see, the one of them only has the one eye. It's pretty easy here. Okay, so
Got him.
all right, Mrs. Elephant Lady here. What's your story then here?
Wait,
I need
How do you
something
know
for
they
these
only have one
children
eye?
to do.
You can see their eye. It's pretty easy usually. You have eyes. I
okay,
can see
got
your
it.
eyes there.
got it.
I see.
I don't get it, but keep talking, please.
Don't worry about it.
All right, so how about you, Miss Elephant Man here?
Did you just call me an elephant man?
Was that offensive? I'm sorry. I'm new here. I just kind of moved here a little while ago. I'm making a zoo, and it's gonna be a great time, but I'm kind of new.
Alright. Welcome, I guess.
All right. So how about your what's your name there, Miss Elephant Ma'am there?
Ma'am,
You can call me Rana.
I think he wants you to introduce yourself.
So what animals are we going after first?
Oh, that's a wonder of it. I have no idea what's around here. So We're just gonna go look around, I guess.
Sounds splendid. When do we start?
I mean, I have some
So-
gold here. We're gonna get some equipment ready, and then I think we're ready to go.
Bean, you know well enough to know that before you can capture any creatures, you need a place to store them, and you don't currently have rights to that.
How would I know
Within,
that?
you don't know that,
Because
Ben.
you don't have a place to put them.
Why do they call you Bean?
It doesn't matter right now. So to get those rights, you would have to talk to the elders and the elders of Sybil and make sure they confirm that it's okay to build this place.
All right. I just have to make a quick stop before we head off, and I think we'll be ready to go here.
Should we come with you for this, or would you like?
I mean,
us
if
to
you
stay
really
here?
want to, it's gonna be pretty boring land stuff. There should be a connecting room where you can hang out for a little while there. Just past
Oh,
that door
joy.
there.
Do you think they
You
mind if
seem
I-
like quite the optimistic character. I like you.
Why is my dad cutting grass again? All right. Do you think they mind if I practice my my glass blowing in the hallway?
I don't.
Is out of
I
character.
don't have a furnace for it here,
Ben-
but you do whatever
Ben, is
you
your
want to
character
there.
just like trying to get like scout badges?
kind of.
But all in
Uh,
glass blowing.
Let's get really good at blowing. Yep.
Wow, he just really likes glass blowing.
All right, then I guess it shows you guys a room there for you to put your stuff in. Some nice bunk beds. Looks like there's room for about 10 people that didn't show up. But
So you guys end up having to leave this house and going to the next house that's bigger, and it looks like a commons house that Bean has actually like bought out. Was that Sai you struggling with the name Bean?
Yeah. Why did you do this?
because you named your character with a parentheses bean. And I thought, hey, I like that. I'm gonna steal that.
No, I.
You did do that.
Can you stop?
Angry
I
villager
hate that
noise.
sound.
Yeah. As Bean shows you guys this new room for you to stay in, on the way there, which isn't long, but just entering outside, you all can see like all of the neighbors around are Loxodon, and they all just kind of like watch you guys pass and enter in with interest and a little bit of carefulness, awareness, I suppose.
Mild suspicion. Alright. Then I guess Bean's going to look for some rights that he didn't secure before hiring a team. Hell yeah. This man's a genius.
All right. Bean, you start to head further into town. How long have you been in town? In Sybil?
Probably about 2 or 3 months here.
Months, okay. So you would know the disposition of the town. They don't like outsiders. It took a while for them to let you in, but you managed to get your way in. And upon entering, you were able to get a layout of the town. It's built around, there is a bonfire pit in the middle of town that is from the town's creation. This bonfire pit has been here. And all of the buildings seem to have been built and revolve around this pit and have expanded from the pit. You pass several Loxodon as you walk towards the pit, where you know the elders are. Every one of them kind of looks your way as you pass, unfamiliar with your type, kind of confused about how you got in.
Big friendly smile and a wave to all of them. He's worse than Dusk is.
They just wave, continue on their tracks. Before you can get there, you do pass the artisan market, where you see several different people peddling their wares, not basic wares, but all artisan wares, jewelry, clothing that isn't necessity.
Things made by
Is there a gun station, like where there's ornate guns?
Did you go with them?
Yes, I was following Bean.
Okay. Following the artisan market, Zasha, you wouldn't see as many people looking at you. They don't pay you too much attention. They nod, and they initiate a wave. Some of them do, but mostly they seem indifferent to you as you pass along. Make a perception check for me. First roll. What do we got?
Hammer.
Can't do a drum roll. I have to roll.
Natural 20.
I'm looking for like ornate guns, like an ivory stock instead of a standard wood stock.
Nobody has old world stuff here. It's a lot of basic stuff. There's not even weapons. You do see, however, something catches your attention earlier than expected, but that's fine. There is... The artisan market sits close to Lake Sybil. And on the lake, connected to the docks nearby, along with just a normal wooden canoes set up, you see a much larger ship that has some kind of wood-paneled box on top of it. It's got windows, it's got a door, it's got a plank that's just been thrown to the shore so that there's a wooden plank reaching up to it. And that catches your interest.
Bean, what do you think that is? What do you think it covers?
Well, it looks like a pretty interesting structure there to me. You want to go take a closer look?
Well, if you give me some funds, I shall take a closer look. How does that sound?
Some funds? Why would I take? I didn't plan on spending any money. It's sitting back on my desk.
Did you still leave it back in the...
Why? This is the
Lucky
best.
for you.
So
Lucky for you, Sybil is a very nice town.
You are going to secure land. Do not the funds.
Oh, they're pretty nice people here. I think they'll just we can work something out. I think.
All right. Do you keep going to the elders?
Unless he wants to. He's allowed.
Yeah. Also, the two of you go ahead and make a history check looking at this boat.
Hey, I'm really bad at that. Hey, not that bad.
Okay. Bean, you recognize this boat as an old world artifact. It is a sailboat from the old world, and there is on top of it has been mounted another artifact from the old world. The creatures from the old world, the ancient ones, would sometimes have they would live in mobile homes, and that they'd be able to drive around to different places and to squat there for a while. And this appears to be one of those. This appears to be one of those homes that has been mounted on the boat.
Portable fireplace. But all right, I guess we're gonna keep going with some mild interest.
Okay. All right. So you keep going to the elders, just to
Yeah.
confirm. All right. So you head past the artisan market towards the central bonfire pit, and you see the 3 houses of the elders set up around the pit. And one of them appears to be sitting around the pit with a couple of other Loxodon at the moment.
Oh, hey there, guys. How are you doing today? This is a pretty nice day out.
Do I know any of the elders here?
How long have you been in town?
Sasha, how long have we been in town? Wicket. How long has Sasha been in town? Like a month?
I think we'll probably have been here. Yeah, I'd say about a month. Sounds about right.
A month? Alright, you definitely would have met the elders because they would have had to decide Kotu's fate of if he would be allowed in the town or not. Oh, we lost her.
Oh.
She's back.
Welcome back. Okay, so we would have met them.
Yeah. So you would have seen all of the elders. You may not have been able to talk to them very much, but you would have at least seen them before. Jesse, would you like to play the elder, or do you want me to do it?
I can do it.
All right, let's make it pick your elder, I suppose.
Well, as we enter, though, since I know them, I'm going to bow long and deep.
Yeah, this elder's outside. He's outside.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right.
Simp.
Great.
They know Bean. Bean knows them, right? He's been here a couple times. They decide his fate and all that stuff.
Yeah, this Loxodon is very obviously one of the elders. He's got like more ornate robes than the Loxodon that they're kind of sitting around the bonfire chatting with him. And Zasha, he like returns your deep bow and he says, yes, the firbolg has come back to speak with us once more. What is it this time, Sir Bean?
Hey there. So we're looking at building a zoo here. I hired a crew to find some animals, but it turns out you need some land to put a zoo on. So it's a bit of a bind here for us. I just need a place to put some animals, and we'll just leave you alone here. That's all we need. Just a little bit of land here.
I also had a question. My master, she took away my gun. I was wondering if there would be a gun I can acquire at a facility somewhere.
Well, I can't quite say I know exactly what a gun is, but I do know that there is a place on the lake. There is a merchant that specializes in old world artifacts. So you may be able to try your luck there.
All right, well, Zasha will bow and then start heading back to Bean's place.
Okay.
Sasha said, peace.
Zasha said, you don't have no gun for me? I go.
I go.
Sasha, as you turn to walk away, a couple of mice skitter away from you in different directions. Just seems like there might be just a little bit of a pest problem here as you move your way back towards Bean's place.
Okay.
Hey, mower.
The mice are
How about
cute.
that, their land, though? What are we talking about here? Like 500, 300,000 acres? I'm looking at a lot here.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, why not just buy the damn city?
Also, they don't know what acres are.
So, as the
He's
elder
for
like
it.
seems to go to speak again, it sees like some of the mice coming towards him, and he's like, well, Sir Bean, I would really love to work with you in this matter. Think it would be a lively addition to our growing city. But we have bigger fish to fry, as it were, right now. We have quite the pest problem within the city limits currently.
Oh, a pest? You mean like that little bird that just left? I'm kidding. He's a nice little fellow there.
Ah, excellent joke, Sir Bean.
I love it because the Loxodon are like humorless.
All right. Sorry.
It's funny.
Continue.
Maybe he's just losing it.
It's great because all of Bean's jokes are just lost on deaf ears.
Oof. But about these
Elder-
pests here.
Yes, well, a lot of our, as you know, we are still a very growing town. Slow growing, but we are growing steadily. And I think that your zoo and your investments will help us grow a lot more. But also, since we are still rather small, a lot of our resources are wrapped up in this pest problem currently. So if you and your crew would be willing to help us accelerate this a little more, then it would be much easier for me to secure some land for you.
Now, what kind of pests are we talking here? Like giant mountain lions, wolves attacking here from the outside. Maybe like a giant minotaur. He's destroying some homes there. What are we talking
Bean-
here?
Make a perception check.
Be good at this. That's perception. Hey.
I'm gonna take over the NPC gestures for a moment. The Loxodon wise man points in a direction, and you see one of the mice. A crate is put down next to it, and the mouse, the rat, really gets scared for a moment, and you watch as it shakes for a moment, and then duplicates into two mice or two rats that run in different directions.
Oh no!
Oh. What a cute little fella there.
Oh,
Yes, Sir Bean, but not quite as cute when there are multiple of them running around.
Well, it looked like there was just one, and now there are multiple of them. That's a pretty cool little thing they're doing.
It may be cool under different circumstances, but
Well, I can see how that might be a problem there. Make a
my
big
race
mess.
is not well suited to these sorts of issues.
right,
If you
elephant in the
understand.
mouse. I have heard the rumors about the elephant and the mice. I thought it was all made up. That's a pretty cool little thing there.
I love that your character doesn't stop joking.
Oh man, this isn't gonna be good.
Yeah, but so how do you stop these things from duplicating, as it were, here?
Well, I have consulted with some of our other wise men in the town and some of our more
Oh, no woman though, huh?
magically inclined folk, as it were.
Shut the fuck up.
And they seem to think that we need to find the source, the original rat, as it were, and
Oh, the rat mother.
capture it.
That sounds kind of like my mom, huh?
I hate it here.
Oh,
I
that
think
only
you
took like
see-
what, 20 minutes?
I think, Bean, you start to see visual frustration on the elder.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, after like the elder's like furrowing his eyebrows and he like kind of huffs a little bit and he's like, "Well, Sir Bean,
This is my dumb joke outlet. Don't hate
It
me.
is a very serious problem, and I understand if you do not wish to undertake this problem, but if you do not, it will most likely be some months before we will be able to free up our resources enough to procure the rights to some land for you.
Well, let's talk specific here. If I can get rid of these mice mother here, how much land are we talking?
Nice mother.
Well,
My
Sabine, I
mouse
don't know
really-
how much you have explored the area yet, but there is a great plain. Literally, it is called the Great Plain.
That's pretty plain.
Right over here, and he like gestures behind him.
I think I killed Ben with that one.
And I am sure there are no sovereignty rights over it, so I am sure that we would be able to procure a sizable plot of land for you in the Great Plain.
Oh, it sounds like a good plan there. So, well, maybe me and my folks here can use our specialized set of skills here, and we can figure out a way to rustle up this rat mom here.
I would very much appreciate that, Sir Bean, and if you capture it alive, you are more than welcome to keep it for your zoo.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea there. That can be our first start. All right. I think we should go get started on this real fast then.
So am I like? Did I find any possible way to like blow glass or not?
Do you have glass
don't have a
blowers
dick.
tools?
I have glass blowing tools, but I don't have a furnace. Unless it comes with them to kill. But can I pretty please have a mini furnace?
Glass blowing tools includes everything you need to do portable glass blowing.
I do that. Unless there are complaints, then I don't do it.
Okay.
Just
You
200
are
degrees in the house.
the infrastructure of Sybil is entirely wood.
Yep. Yep.
So go ahead and roll a glass blowing check for me. What are you making? Let's talk about that first.
I'm definitely trying to make I'm working on making hard to make glass blowing.
Narrating his Google search.
We're talking like hourglass. I'm trying to make an hourglass.
Okay. So do you want to focus? I've got 2 checks you can do. One is if you want to focus on not burning things around you. The other is if you want to focus on making a good hourglass.
I definitely want to focus on not burning things around me.
Okay, so you are going to make either a dexterity or a wisdom check and add your proficiency modifier for your glassblower tools.
Got it. I'm gonna roll that from. I'm just gonna look at this here. You said dexterity or wisdom?
Yes.
Got it. Got it. I'm gonna have to do it manually. Well,
That's an 8.
yep.
Okay. How do you feel about
Great.
that one?
I think I'm gonna use inspiration. I don't want to get kicked
Okay.
out of the town.
Session 1, we get fired.
There we go.
I also want to mention for you, Jesse, if you ever want to just on the fly introduce an NPC, you're welcome to.
Okay.
In case you feel
This is-
inspired in the moment.
This is Jerry. He's a worm.
He's a worm and he's suicidal.
Okay. With a 19, not only do you not burn anything around you, but you also manage to get a good start on an hourglass. Congratulations.
It definitely breaks halfway through though, because hourglasses are hard. It's fact. I looked it up.
All right. So Bean, you've left the elders. You're on your way back.
Yep.
Okay.
Bring him back with a mission.
Yeah, to shift to everyone else. The rest of the party, the scouts and their scoutmaster, Zasha returns back, and you're all in the cabin that's been prepared for you. There's a bag of gold on the table. If you guys have any scenes you want to do.
I'm just looking at my
Zasha, how big does the bag of gold look?
Do you want to make a...
Money
I
check.
suppose this would be perception. Unless you want to like pick it up and jostle it around in case,
Oh no,
in which case it
you're
would
gonna
be
pick it up and
investigation.
jostle it around.
All right, investigation then. It looks to be well over average, at the very least 500 gold.
All right. Well, Sasha will put it down, go back to his position in the chair, and think about how much a gun would cost.
That's
it is
not
their
terrifying
pay.
at all.
All right. Unless you guys want to have any scenes, Bean will go ahead and arrive.
All right.
Hey, Bean.
Oh my god.
Yeah, what's going on there?
So, okay, so I know you said you're like really rich and stuff, right? So, do you think
Well,
you
I'm
could,
super rich.
Yeah, do you think you could do you know anything about glass blowing?
I know so much here. I've blown a bunch of glass myself.
Okay, so when you when you're making an hourglass, how do you stop the middle part from breaking?
You gotta blow it.
No, that. Okay.
Oh my
No,
god.
that actually makes it. Makes it not work because the
Well, why is
increased
it called
pressure
glass blowing then here?
disproportionately affects the fragility of the glass.
Oh, I see. You wouldn't want fragile glass now, would you? If it breaks when you drop it, it's too fragile.
No, it will still break when I drop it, but the important thing is it needs to not break while it's still forming.
Well, that's a pretty neat trick then.
Yeah, it's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm gonna let you in on a little bit of a secret here. There.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know anything about glass blowing. I lied. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna throw the rest of my glass, my broken glass half-hour glass at him.
Yeet.
You're useless. It shatters against your body without causing any pain.
Perfect.
Oh, that seemed like a little fragile there. You might want to work on that.
Hey.
I want to pull
Oh
it.
my
Hey,
god.
hey, don't worry. It's actually glass. That's what glass does.
Oh,
I actually
that's a good point
stutter
there.
and it's in character now. This is such a relief.
Pog.
So you gonna tell them about the mission, or?
Ready to gather up over here. That's the point. We're gathering up everybody. We're all gonna gather, friends, gather.
Why
Gonna
didn't you just say
get
that?
everybody
Gathering
gathering.
up and not gather, friend, gather. I feel like that's
I said gather, friends.
I feel like that's a pretty non-efficient way to go about doing
Zasha does not move from having
No.
his legs kicked up on the table.
I guess they all can hear me, so it's fine then. So what? We have a mission. So we gotta get our first our friend for our first zoo here. He's gonna be a rat that can duplicate. It's a pretty cool rat. Now,
that. Okay.
he actually,
Bean.
yeah, what's going on there,
Okay,
little friend?
so I'm down for so far, but don't all rats duplicate?
Yeah, but not like this. Usually they have to do some scootily poop in there, but these ones they just do it themselves.
Wait, so you're saying the rats can fuck themselves?
Oh my
Basically,
god.
it's kind of like a worm. You
Okay,
cut a
yeah.
worm in half and it becomes
Okay.
2 worms, right? Well, these rats do the same thing.
Okay, but then so there should then be 2 smaller rats, right? So
Oh,
should
they're the
stop
same size.
duplicating.
Oh,
Okay,
they're
so
the
then
same size.
so then it's not really like a worm then, huh?
I mean, that depends what kind of worm you're looking at.
You're
I
not very good
guess.
at analogies, huh, Bean?
I'm not very good at most things.
Hey, all right, keep going, Bean. Sorry, I have a tendency to interrupt people.
That's all good. You're my friend, right? Now, so, the mission here. We gotta find the mother rat, as it were, here. And we gotta capture her and make her stop making rats. That seems like a pretty simple mission to me. It'll get us some good land here. And it'll get us our first attraction for the zoo. So what do you guys all think here?
I think that
They want us to hunt down a single rat amongst all of these identical rats
I mean,
throughout the entire city.
I
Do I have
I
that
heard a
correct?
rat that was causing other rats to grow. I kind of just pictured one rat with a bunch of eggs on its back, honestly. That's just in my head, but I guess that's probably not right.
okay, Bean. So just to be sure, you're planning on having rats that can duplicate themselves endlessly, and you're planning on storing them in a zoo, and not
Yeah.
having them get out or cause any troubles for the zoo.
It'll take a little
I'm
bit
pretty
of.
sure you thought this through, Bean.
I think
No,
everything.
hold on. This is a great idea. All he has to do is use them as the food source for the zoo. We get the carnivores to eat the rats that duplicate into more of the rats, so that way the animals stay fed. It is a win-win situation.
Wow, you said something intelligent. I'm impressed.
That sounds like a pretty ratty way to live, but I think they'd be down for it there. All right, so are we all agreed then? This sounds like a good mission. When we
Yeah.
get
Do
our
we
zoo
know
up and
anything
running, I
about
can
these
give you
rats?
guys some payment here. We know they duplicate.
Do we know what they like to eat?
Probably the same thing rats eat.
Miss Scoutmaster, are you listening or no?
The grain.
There's a
Because
lot
I
of
feel like it'd be
talking at the
really
same
beneficial
time.
If you listened.
Excuse me?
Oh shit! Help him!
I said I feel like it'd be really beneficial if you listened. You said you didn't know anything about the rats, but he already said that there's one main rat that's producing all of the other ones, and that there's.
I didn't say I
that the
didn't know
He's a
anything about the
smartass.
rats. I asked
I'm-
what they eat.
I'm actually pretty sure you did say we know nothing about these rats. So,
No, I asked, do we know anything in particular about these rats?
Yes, we know that we know that they duplicate, and that there's one mommy rat.
Yes, I am aware of this. Any further information you would like to share with the class?
Oh, they're a decent sized rat. They're not super big.
How are we supposed to catch them?
Well, I assume our first bet would be to go look for the food storage areas that they would be breaking into to eat. We would then follow them back to their nest, where their hive mother, like an ant,
So we
would
do
be
know
getting
what
all
they
of the
like.
food here.
Bean, I do have a slight modification of what I told you earlier. Slight retcon. When the rat duplicated, one of them started attacking the person who put down the crate, like chasing him. The other one ran away.
Oh. Well, that's a.
That's
so there was
so
a
helpful!
slight little thing here that I forgot to mention.
Yeah, sorry.
It
about that.
appears that they are semi-aggressive little rats, which is kind of why we need to capture them. Small oversight on somebody's part. I'm not sure whose.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean they're semi-aggressive?
Bean,
Well,
Bean,
he duplicated and he attacked the person who made him duplicate it.
Bean.
It
Bean.
duplicated and both rats attacked the person?
Not just one of them did. The other one ran
Which
away.
one?
The one that did duplicated.
Bean.
The one that created the duplicate
Hey,
or the
Bean.
duplicate?
Well, they
Bean.
split in half. How am I supposed to
Shut
know
up, be
which one is
quiet.
which?
Bean. Bean.
Yeah, what do you need there, little friend?
I just imagine you being like tugging at his cloak. Like, hey.
Okay, Bean. So you said if one of them ran away and one of them attacked, but if they duplicate, there's no, we don't really have to worry about like killing any of them, right? Because there will be more, right? So,
I mean,
so if we do get into an altercation, it should be fine if violence becomes like a solution.
oh yeah, we should kill
Well,
all of the normal rats.
I mean,
I assume the mother rat will have some kind of distinguishing feature. I'm thinking she's gonna look like the queen ant compared to the rest of the ants here.
I don't know what the queen ant looks like.
It's gonna be bigger with a big ass.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Well, that's what a queen ant looks like. I don't know about the rat.
Then what
have you
do
seen
you
an ant
know?
before?
I have seen many ants.
No, not A-U-N-T.
I have an ant myself.
A-N-T.
She's pretty nice woman there. She has this weird little thing where she likes to get us presents that are like alcohol when we were children. Our parents would let us have it, so they just gave it back. So a weird auntie.
I fucking hate my life.
I'm sorry. It's a bad joke.
No, don't stop me, Joe. All right. So I think there's no like other way to do it than possibly maybe track the rats or like something like that. I don't really know what else we could do.
Well, I mean, I think our
one
first
of them
step is
ran
going to be
away
to
when
find
it
them.
duplicated, so why don't we follow the one that runs away?
Yep. That's
What a
what
great
I just
idea
said.
here. I'll even have a bit of a fancy little spell for that one there. It's a pretty
Go for
fancy
it.
little bit of magic.
I'm sure.
Oh, it really is. It's pretty fancy there.
Does it happen
But
to
if you
locate
already-
creatures?
It happens to be Hunter's Mark where you can follow us.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Okay. Well,
At least he can follow it up to a
okay. If we
No.
do find the mama rat though, just know that I'm really good at keeping things in one place. So just know that I can keep it in one place. If it tries to get away, I can stop it from getting away.
Well, that sounds like a great idea there, young man.
if only you could keep your words in one place.
Yeah.
If only
Well,
you
that
could keep
was-
your alcohol in one place.
Oh,
That was out
Oh,
of
dear.
character. That was out of character.
I wish it wasn't.
Wait, who are you talking to? Me?
Yeah, you wicked. He insulted you. He called you an alcoholic. But no,
I don't drink.
really.
No, that was me talking to your character, Wicket. No, I'm not about to call people alcoholics. I'm not an asshole. Don't make me something I'm not.
Okay, but really, let's go find some rats.
Okay, well, let's go. Why are we wasting our time talking? This is inefficient.
It is at this point, Zasha is going to point to his empty gun holder and say, "Well, I would love to shoot the rat and fly away, but I do not
You're
have
banned.
the gun to shoot the rat. No, this is not up to you. You might be my scoutmaster, but this man is hiring us. Therefore, this man is new scoutmaster. You have to
go
Like
with
it always
him.
says.
This man
I
is my
have
scoutmaster.
no problems
Hold
with
on,
you
you're actually
going
wrong,
with him.
You're wrong. That's not how that works.
Hey,
Oh my
I
God.
think of myself more as a
No.
good friend and employer. But I could be a
I'm not
scoutmaster
arguing with him.
candidate.
Zasha is entirely correct. He's the new scoutmaster now. Go on.
Nope.
I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of responsibility there. Maybe you should keep watching your children here,
Wicket, what's your character's name?
Rona.
Rana.
Rana. Okay. Perfect. No, Rana, you're the scoutmaster, and you can't change it because that's what Mom said.
I don't know about you, but I am not the mama, and she is not the mama, and none of my moms had me go on to this quest. My village sent me on this quest. Not my mom, not my dad, the village.
Okay, I don't really care. So we're gonna go find the rats, right?
I think we should go find the rats here. But if you do need some weapons, we have ourselves a pile of prize money over there. I don't mind spending a little bit extra for you a little bit early. If you need some equipment, that is.
No,
they can go to
I've-
some.
I think we're
fun
okay
shopping
without
trip.
any guns.
I've got all I need.
Oh
I am-
well,
I am my own weapon.
I guess if that's what you. That's
Yeah,
a
Bean-
pretty confident little thing to say there.
Bean, you look at this group and you see two of its or all three of them don't have weapons.
No. I have hand axes, a net on my hip, and a halberd that's tucked away in my belt haphazardly.
Yeah, I have my spade. What is it called? The like
A
staff.
spade, it's a shovel.
Oh, that's right. You have a quarterstaff. That's right.
Yes, that.
I guess
They
if
all have
you
s-
think you're ready to
They
go,
all
then.
have simple weapons, except for Zashu has a halberd apparently.
And a gun.
Yeah.
And a gun.
He
So,
doesn't have a gun.
Oh, he doesn't. Got it. It's been
After-
confiscated.
Preparing to leave, you see Bean grab a giant ass sword, like almost as tall as he is, put it on his back, and a nice chain shirt. Just a giant fucking sword. He's ready to go.
Is that you, Cloud, from Final Fantasy?
It's a great sword, and they're like 7 feet long.
Okay, but like, what's so great about the sword, though?
It's big. That's
big.
what.
You know, size
Kind of
doesn't
like
always
not
matter,
my
right?
dick.
You know, size
Probably
doesn't matter.
Ash's dick.
You know, size doesn't matter, right? You know, size doesn't matter.
Depends who you are.
That's what,
I
that's
have a
what my dad
song
told
to show
me.
you later, then Ben.
My dad told me the size doesn't matter. Just enjoy what's going on now.
Yep,
Oh
yep,
my-
yep. That's what he said.
All right, let's go ahead and find a rat.
I found one,
Okay.
and I point at, Bean.
Why are you pointing at me? We're looking for rats here.
Oh wait. Oh, do you mean like a literal rat? Like something you could like step on and squish?
Well, that's kind of rude, even if entertaining, my friend. I'm not like a. I'm more like a cow, honestly.
Oh, sorry. I what? Oh, that was meant to be a joke. I didn't mean for you to get offended.
I am. I'm just so offended here. No, I don't get offended like that, little guy.
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
Okay, good. And he walked out the door.
All right.
Let's find ourselves some rats.
All right. So, what do you guys do when you get outside?
I would like
We look
to
for
do a
rat.
druid thing.
You would like to do
I
a
wanna
druid
look for rat.
thing? What kind of druid thing?
Give me a second. Spirit totem. I
Okay.
want to. What?
No, keep going. Keep going.
I want to do hawk spirit. Which is. It aids my allies with keen sight, so whenever we make. So we all have advantage on perception checks. Well, in the 30-foot radius. It's not quite as great as I thought, considering it's only 30 feet and we'll probably be moving around. But
How fast can it move?
I don't
He
know.
can move it 30 feet in a turn.
Okay,
Keeps
so
up a walking pace.
yeah, so what is this? So Ben, what does this look like for you?
Kodu pulls out his staff, and he like blows on it. He blows on like the part that like touches the floor. He takes like a little cap off first, so it's like sanitary and shit. And like from the end of it, like it's like he's blowing glass. He blows.
So it's like is it like a glass hawk?
Yes, it looks like kind of like a glass hawk emerges.
Okay.
Like from the
so
other end of the.
is it like
staff.
clear or is it like colored?
It's very clear.
Okay, so this
Not-
crystal clear glass hawk comes out from the other end and much to everyone's surprise begins to move as it comes back onto Kotu's shoulder and like lands on his shoulder. Everyone has advantage on
Oh.
perception checks.
That's
I don't
not a
think
fancy
so.
little trick you've got there.
You want to say just because it's see-through, I don't want that to give me like any mechanical stealth advantages.
Yeah.
Like it's
It won't.
still like shiny or whatever.
I promise
It's
you
a
it won't.
spirit. All it is a spirit. It's see-through like a spirit would be see-through.
Perfect.
Now, normally, I don't know how long it's supposed to last 1 minute. I'm fine with it lasting longer because we're not in combat.
Oh, yay.
Zasha's just gonna take to the skies and look for a rat that way.
I'm just gonna look for
Okay.
a rat on the ground because I can't fly. I am
I
a
can
creature.
fly very fast.
All right,
I
so you
also
guys
look
just
for
look in
that.
your general area, or are you going anywhere else?
I'm going to the edge of the Great Plains.
I want to look. Let's
What?
look for a food place, like a grain storage.
Guys, like, this city is being overrun by pests. You don't have to go out into the middle of fucking nowhere.
Let's look.
I'm
We've got this.
gonna.
Rana's gonna go
Um,
to the nearest big crate and just kind of, like, lift it up.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Rona, can I go with Bean for now?
Yes, please do.
Okay, I'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Bean doesn't move. He's just watching what she's doing.
Okay, so I'm gonna do Zasha first. Zasha, you fly in the air to look for rats. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, how high up do you go?
Just above the building tops, I would say. So like 30 feet, 40 feet. They're Loxodon, so probably 40 feet then, right?
It's around 30 feet. They're all one level floors. Like
Okay,
they're one
then
floored houses.
I'm basically just trying to be above the building so I can look in between them and such.
Okay. Make a perception check.
18.
I'm gonna get my physical dice out so I can do my good old behind the scenes rolling. Okay. As you're flying above, I'm gonna roll a d4 real quick. You see some activity happening in the artisan market.
Alright, I'll swoop down and check it out.
All right. You swoop down. The rest of you see Zasha pick something and begin flying back down. You swoop down into the artisan market where you see there is a
Same.
sand beige colored tabaxi putting like mouse traps down, like a lot of them.
Why are you setting down the mouse traps? As far as I'm aware, the mouse traps will not be very effective against the mice.
I don't know if you've been in this city very long, bird boy, but there are a lot of fucking rats around here.
Yes, but have you seen the rats? Do you know what the rats do? Are you that much of an imbecile that you do not know what the rats do in this city?
Yes, I do know very well what the rats do, which is why we are trying to kill them so that we can find the big rat that keeps making all the other fucking rats.
Yes, but you are making more of the rats when you kill the rats. Have you thought of capturing the rats and then killing one rat? And capturing the rest? Have you thought about that?
I mean, okay, bird boy, maybe you have a point, but this is all I have to do with. I don't have anything else. And then while she's like gesturing wildly, you see that like she's got kind of a long fluffy tail, and she like slaps it down on the ground into directly into one of the mouse traps, as she just said. Son of a bitch!
All right. Zasha's gonna start going and disarming the traps with the end of his halberd and saying, "Hold on, I will catch a mouse for you, and then I shall track down this beast and make you happy." Yes.
So, Glitter, you see all these traps you set up. He just takes his halberd out and just goes, snap, 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 snap. Starts snapping them all.
Listen to me, Bird Boy. I don't think you understand how fucking long I just spent setting all of these out. I appreciate concern or whatever, but like, what the fuck?
Ja, but here's the deal, okay? If one rat steps on one trap, that splits into 2 rats, yes? And then 2 rats step into 2 traps, that's now 4 rats, yes?
To the best of my knowledge, they don't duplicate anymore. It makes one, and then it doesn't make another one. Or at least I haven't seen it make another one.
See, but have you seen someone kill 2 rats at once?
No, because I sell cheese. I sit here all fucking day and I just fucking sell cheese.
Yes.
Yeah, you see the
He is the main target.
Tabaxis.
Oh no.
The Tabaxis stand. You see several wheels of different types of cheese, exotically placed and like carefully placed to be the most attractive as possible. Not a lot of it has seemed to be bought today, unfortunately.
Alright, how about this, okay? I shall be your living mousetrap. I shall sit on top of the stall and catch the first rat I see. And Zasha will gesture at the net on his hip for catching purposes.
Who has a net on his head?
This
Yep.
may be the beginning of a beautiful partnership, Bird Boy.
Now, do you happen to have a gun of sorts? I seem to have misplaced mine.
Bird Boy, I don't know if you've noticed, but I only sell cheese.
I
Well,
love
what do you
it.
use to defend your stall? Do you use more cheese to defend your stall? Then again, I guess it does not smell the best.
I use this knife to defend my stall.
Alright, well, Sasha will shrug and like flutter on top of the stall and wait for a rat.
Okay. Roll another perception for me as you stay vigil over the stand. All right. Let me look at a rat's passive perception or passive stealth. Okay. You don't see any approaching the stand, but before long you start to hear squeaking, and you look down and you see a rat moving around within the cheese.
Alright, well, he's gonna throw the net across all of the cheese to catch the rat.
Ha! I don't think I need to tell you that this doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm aware it doesn't work.
Yeah.
This tabaxi lady is now like fully freaking out because you've just like potentially ruined her entire stock of cheese for the day, as if the little mouse feet hadn't already ruined it, but you know. And as she's like gesturing wildly with her knife in her hand, another like Loxodon comes up and is like, "Oh, hey, Glit. Oh, looks like it's a bad day for cheese, huh? Oh."
No. See, she is helping me out. This cheese was yesterday's cheese. We are trying to catch the rats, and this lady right here, she is being so kind and so nice to help me catch the rats.
Oh,
We're trying
you're
to save this lady's business.
You're trying to take care of the rats? Well, there's like a lot of them at the tavern. Like a lot.
This guy's stoned as hell.
Alright, well, Zasha will nod and then quickly fly back to his group to tell them they need to go to the tavern.
Okay, so while that was happening, Rona or Rana?
Rona.
Rana. You've just been
Not
flipping over
quite
boxes.
appropriate right now.
You've just been flipping over boxes, looking. Are you okay,
Yeah.
Joe?
Do you want to get us
Turn on the
demonetized,
red
Joe?
light road.
Do I have to remind you guys about cross chatter? How it doesn't quite work.
It's been a while since I've heard that reminder. Let's try to keep it a while before we
Yeah.
hear it again.
Hopefully. So you've just been like flipping over boxes and alleyways, just searching around.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, make a investigation check.
Let me get there. You said investigation?
Yes.
I think I fat fingers in bed.
All right. You start flipping over boxes, moving sacks aside, anywhere that you could possibly think of where a rat should be, and there doesn't seem to be any signs so far.
Rip.
I will say, as you continue to look around, you do find a mouse hole connected to the building that you know is the tavern. Sorry, not the tavern.
Rana?
It's not the tavern. It's just a random home. You don't even know who it belongs to.
Rana?
Is there any sort of like
Rana?
cloth laying on the ground that you could just like plug it with?
Rana? Rana?
What's up?
Rana? Rana?
What is it, Ben?
Use Rana, not you.
Rana? 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 Hey, Rana? Rana.
Yes?
Kotu, I don't...
Okay.
Or Kuto? Kotu? I keep
Kotu.
mixing... Kotu, okay, I got it right. Kotu, I don't believe you're in this scene currently.
Oh, I'm not? Never mind.
Yeah, you and
Bean
Bean.
and Coach, you've been
I
chilling.
am not calling your name then. I am with a bean. I apologize for the disruption.
He's just somewhere in the city just going, Rana.
Rana.
He's lost.
Actually, he's having a panic attack.
But you do see a hole leading... It's on the outskirts of town, leading into someone's home.
Can I punch it?
Punch the hole? Or the...
Yeah, can I like punch my hand into the hole?
You plug up the hole with your fist.
Do I feel anything?
Let
Is there
me
anything
roll-
there?
Let me roll
She's
something.
fisting
Do I
some
feel
random
any
hole.
emotions?
Does she feel an attachment to the hole?
Hold on, I gotta search up a stat block real quick.
For a hole? Turns out you're just fisting someone, just a house. It's a
Something
warehouse,
moans.
guys. Guys, it's a warehouse.
It's a little wet.
Okay,
She's fisting the warehouse, guys.
you punch your
Guys.
fist into the hole and you feel very quick. It goes away very fast. Fur. For a quick moment, you feel fur.
Can I try and grab it?
Make a sleight of hand check.
Shit.
At
That's not
disadvantage
maybe.
because your hole is in a wall. Or your hand is in a wall. Your hand is in a hole in the wall.
There's a frog in a hole in a log in the bottom of the well.
Shut up, Mito, please. I'm begging you.
So I will need you to roll that again for
Begging.
disadvantage.
Mito, you know I love you, right?
Please die.
I refuse to stop my jokes. They're beautiful. Almost
You
as
know what else is
as you,
beautiful?
Ben.
Wicket's cat in this picture.
Wicket, could you roll a second one for disadvantage?
Wicket? Hey, Wicket?
We've lost her.
Wicket,
muted.
Wicket, hey Wicket, Wicket, hey Wicket.
Wicket.
Hey, Wicket.
Hey, Wicket.
I'm gonna whoop
Wicket.
your ass one day. I swear to God.
You gotta roll again for disadvantage.
Could you roll again for disadvantage? Also, Ash, do you mind if I get you to change your player color?
No. What color would you like?
Wait, when you say disadvantage, is there something else I have to do? Or I just roll again.
You
Just roll again.
Also, how does one change their player color?
You click the color.
Hey.
Okay, so we take the 12.
Is that
Let me
better?
roll for the rat. That's acceptable, yeah.
Was it too close to someone else's colors that way?
It's too close to the voice master.
Oh.
Alright, let me roll for the rat. Unfortunately, the rat is too quick in the moment for you to catch it.
Can I reach further into the hole? Just
No,
like
you're-
shove my arm in there up to the elbow.
No, your arm is too big, unfortunately.
I get it.
You're not allowed.
And I can't just break through the wall?
It is a wood wall, so if you wanted to break through the wall, you could. If you wanted to like start ripping up panels to get in there. But you have a feeling someone on the inside, if there is anyone in there, they might notice.
Fine. Can she tell which way it ran?
Inside.
Just straight away from her?
Yeah, inside to the left.
What is going on? What are you guys doing?
They're just messing around. Ignore them.
Okay. I guess she's just gonna continue moving shit in the alleyway.
Okay. As you
Denied.
continue to do that, we're going to move to Bean and Kotu.
Okay, Bean, do you have any idea of
He's
where or
he's not being particularly effective. He's just talking to Kotu. I mean, I'm just kind of enjoying the talk.
So
Yeah, no,
Bean's
it's,
not even looking, he's just talking to Kotu.
Okay, as
I
soon
think they've
as
got this under
Kotu
control there.
realizes this, he immediately leaves Bean.
Oh, that was rude.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
No, he doesn't
As
say
soon as he
anything.
leaves, he starts looking.
He just starts looking. Bean just starts looking.
Oh.
It's not like he says, like, I'm leaving you. He just, like, starts looking and doesn't really care if Bean is nearby.
Not getting a response, he'll start to look then. We're looking.
Alright. I'm not gonna make you guys make a
grain
check.
storage.
I'm not gonna make you guys make a check. You see Zasha attack a stall in the artisan market and then begin heading towards another building.
Is that he's heading towards us?
Hey, Zasha, hey, Zasha. And I'm running to catch up.
Zasha just completely ignores him and heads to Bean.
Zasha.
Rana, I'm also gonna say you're within earshot. Like you're probably in the alleyway and you can hear them on the street as they move past.
Okay, Zasha.
She's definitely gonna try and
Just like stealth listening.
Okay, Zasha. So, I've learned that Bean is not good
So
at finding
Zasha just holds his hand into Kotu's face to try and silence him, and looks at Bean and goes, "We need to go to the tavern. The tavern has the most rats. Now we need to go there quickly, so I shall meet you there." And then he takes off and flies to the tavern.
Wait, no, Zasha, you need to listen to me. I have important information. Oh man, he always does this.
I wonder why.
And he's gonna walk to the tavern.
He seems like quite the eccentric fellow there, yeah.
Just so sad.
Okay. You guys arrive at the tavern. Zasha, you are the first to arrive. As you hear from inside, you hear, "Hey, get back here!"
No, we just got here. We
All
don't
right.
need
Well,
to leave,
my
please.
net will be ready to catch anything that comes out of the door as I open it.
Nothing comes out of the door.
Damn. Well, I open the door and walk inside anyways.
You open the door, you see a there are two people in here. There is a female Loxodon at the it's sort of like it's a kitchen with a window open to order, and she just kind of throws orders up there for people as they come out. You also see a man, a frustrated looking man at the wall, and you can see a mouse hole there, and he's like, God damn it. And like goes back to his seat where you can see the food's been kind of thrown about a little bit on the table.
All right. I'll walk over to him and go. Is the rat in the vault right there?
Yeah, I'm gonna take this one, Jesse. Sort of. What was your question?
Is the rat in the vault right there?
What'd you say, kid?
All right. Zasha will lean in, has his hands pinched. Is the rat in the vault right there? And he'll
I
point to the hole.
suppose so. It's not the first one. Hey, Sufa, I need a new meal.
For these nuts. Sorry. I'm
Thanks,
disappointed.
Edmund.
I'm disappointed in myself. You don't need to tell me off.
Yeah. He says, he specifically says, "Hey, Sufa, I need a new meal. This one to go. I gotta get back to work."
Sufa very audibly sighs and she's like, "Can you remind me what your order was?"
Just the basics today. I've run out of coin.
Sufa just kind of like disappears back into like the extended kitchen part to make his to-go order.
It's like pouring some soup into a bowl.
It's not even the soup he asked for.
Just like bread.
Just a soup.
Can I get some tavern pulls?
Yes, you guys reach the tavern.
Zasha. I have important information that you should probably hear. Zasha.
Zasha will walk up to Bean and say, "Okay, there is one rat in the wall right there. I need you to secure ability to take down the wall."
Wait, no.
Wait.
Zasha, listen to
Okay,
Zasha,
first off, your friend
Zasha,
here needs something to say to you. Second
Zasha.
off,
He always
I'm
has
not
something.
gonna break down a wall here.
I have the deafness. I
Zasha.
cannot hear the turtle. I do
I
not
slap him.
speak the turtle.
Slap him.
Zasha just acts like nothing happened.
No.
How
like,
loud
I-
is
like
how loud is Zasha being right now?
Fairly
Like-
loud.
Okay, so Sufa probably can overhear.
Yeah, she can definitely overhear.
Zasha,
Alright.
Zasha, it's important. Bean, you need to tell Zasha that it's important.
It's important there, Sasha.
Zasha, it's super important. Zasha, please.
I am not stopping him from the talk. He is choosing to not do the talk, so I am ignoring him until he does the talk.
Oh. Okay. So Zasha, you don't actually need to break down the wall because I can turn into a rat and I can follow and see where they go.
Yes, but how will we get the rat to track down the mama rat? Are you telling me that you will get the rat to come out?
No. I'm saying I follow the rat. I try to find the mama rat, and then you track me. You track me where I am. You said you
Yes.
could Bean. Hey, Bean.
Oh, that's my name.
You, you said you could track people, right?
I can track them just about anywhere.
Can you track me?
Probably.
Please don't.
Okay, so I turn into I
Look,
wild shift into a
we
rat.
both know, Kopé, we both know that you cannot stay in the rat form. Very wrong.
It's what?
As
an
you
hour?
start
Yeah, go
as you
get
start
stuck in the wall.
speaking, Yeah, as you start speaking to
Zosh
your
is just
portal
gonna
friend,
face palm and, like,
he
toss him
shrinks
to the
into the
hole.
form of a rat.
Mm-hmm. How long? Yeah, I can stay in the wild
Less
shape for
an
1
hour.
hour.
It's not a lot of time.
And then
So you
there's just
gonna
a
go into
rat
the hole?
squeaking at Bean.
He's literally going to get himself killed. No
Bean will
complaints from me.
cast Hunter's Mark on him.
And I
I
go
guess.
into the hole.
Zoom. Okay. I need from you, Kotu, a animal handling check.
Good news, I'm hypothetically proficient at that. So hypothetically, I'm good at this. I need to turn on a light. I can't see shit. Plus, there's a plus sign on the keyboard.
It's part of my sign.
As a natural
Yes.
1.
Can I have somebody's inspiration, please?
Yeah, take mine.
Thank you, Mijo.
Anytime.
Nat once again.
There we go.
Okay. We're gonna come back to that.
Cool.
In
I'm gonna go turn
the
on a
meantime,
firbolg.
the rest of you are in a tavern. And there's a rat in the wall.
I mean, Bean has a semi-decent idea of where the rat is. That's about it.
Okay. Okay, so gotta add a little bit here.
Around this time, Sufa finally gets like this dude's like she's clearly bullshitting this customer's order because she does not remember what it was. So she's just like she's got some like a tray of food,
Have good memory.
just like slaps it on the table and says, "Hey,
Well, hi
It's
there, pretty
ready.
lady. I'm looking for some food here myself.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got
Sufa.
anything ready to go.
well, yeah, we've got lots of things." And she like reaches down and pulls out, is like obviously looking for something. And she says, "God damn it! It seems the rats have taken the damn menus, but we have, I don't know, soup, and there's bread."
Oh, that sounds super. I would love some soup.
I hate you.
Thank you.
Well, while we
Alrighty.
wait for the total to come back to us, do you think I could borrow some funds to go acquire something?
No.
She didn't sound too keen on you getting that gun there. You might want to be a little bit careful.
Well,
She
here's the
seems
thing.
like the type that might get violent when she's angry there.
She is very violent. There were 17 of us to start. There is now only me and the total. It's
Oh,
only
The others
reason-
have died.
For now.
Did she kill them all? That seems
No,
a little
Hey,
bit harsh.
they didn't die. They
All right.
left.
So Zasha's gonna sit down at the table. He's gonna pull up a chair, swing it around, so he's sitting with the back as like an armrest, and he'll recount to you about how 5 members were chased off because we fought a dragon, which was just a dragonborn that was showing us his fire breath one day, a traveling dragonborn in the town. And then another time where just 5 people just disappeared. We don't know where they went. And then another
Oh,
5
they're
people,
gone. Sorry.
another 5 people, when they learned that we weren't having a lot of money anymore, they all went back to their tribe. So now there were 2, because
Oh,
I am
that's odd.
forced by my tribe, and Kotu is Kotu.
That's quite the story you've got there.
Well, I mean, if I wished to, I could just fly away, but this is the only life that I know. I do not live very long.
I've lived quite a while, and let me tell you, this sounds like a cool zoo here.
Sufa returns with like enough soup bowls for everybody, including Kotu, and then looks around and says, "Wasn't there another little guy out here?"
Yeah, he's a rat now.
He's the rat.
He's a rat now.
I'm sorry, he's what?
He's a rat now. He's looking for the rest of the rats. We're kind of exterminators. We're a big deal. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Here's,
really?
Here's some, how much is the soup here? Like 4 silver? Maybe like a gold here?
Bruh.
Obviously,
rip.
it's way too much.
Think 1 silver should cover everything. We aren't too pricey here.
Oh, are you sure? That seems mighty generous of you.
Well, if you guys are here to take care of the rat problem, I think that will be more than enough payment, considering they took my menus.
Well, alrighty then. I guess I'll take you up on your generous
They
offer.
took the menus? Why?
Because they're the paper. Yes.
You're so mean.
Alright, so, what about the, you said there were, wait, that's 5 left, and then, 5, oh, that's 15, you're right. So, you got any other interesting stories? You said something about a tribe?
Zasha will like blink because he was staring into the soup bowl and say, "What was that?"
It's for everybody. There's not enough bowls, isn't there?
That soup speaking to you?
War
Well,
flashbacks in the soup.
it's been a long time since Zasha's had actual food.
Bean, you begin to feel your hunter's mark moving. Under or in the walls, you feel it. Do you get like a precise location?
General location.
Okay, so in the wall, you feel like the heat spot move to the wall behind the kitchen, and then it pops out from one of the cupboards, starts popping out some rats, and we're gonna go to rat speak now, as the rats are like, "Come on, new guy, we're going for the soup." They begin like moving, and Bean or Kotu following behind. Says like, "You want to meet the master? We gotta get the soup." Like begins moving.
The soup. I gotta get the soup. Gotta get the soup.
A reminder to you, Kotu, you keep your normal intelligence when you wild shape.
Yep.
Yeah, just making sure you know.
Yep.
This is his normal intelligence. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Bean, you watch as these rats begin a soup heist in the kitchen. Sufa's back is to them because she's watching you guys currently as they like start sneaking their way over to the furnace.
Oh, hey, Sufa there. You, wouldn't happen to have any
roll for
good
the
stories
rats.
to tell me, would ya?
You're gonna participate. I'm gonna roll stealth for the rats. Kotu, I need you to roll stealth.
Well, any good stories? Well, there's always tons of stories in a tavern. We don't get many travelers because of the elders. The elders don't really like letting people in the city limits. I'm sure y'all know all about that.
I had a mighty fine time getting my own way in here, but... Oh god, Ben.
Oh dear.
Is that your rat stealth?
Wait, it's a rat dexterity.
Oh no, that's not my rat stealth. You're right. Let me look.
It's okay, the rats are pretty bad as well, which is in character for them.
Oh,
Hey, that's not
Okay,
minus.
I got
That's
a better
minus.
question
plus-
here. So, are there any good rumors about some big creatures in the area?
Perfect.
Any large or big things?
As you are trying
my
to
God.
distract Sufa, you watch as the rats, they like pick up Kotu and like throw him at the soup. And Kotu like slams against the side of the kettle that then falls off onto the ground and clatters on the ground. Spilling the soup out. You see like potato chunks fly out with it, and the rats are like, "Go get it, boys! The
I
jig's
grab a potato
up!"
chunk and run away.
Sufa obviously hears this and like whips around and she's like, "What the fuck? Again?" And she like grabs a broom and goes to like start swatting at them.
She's got the god hammer. They begin running. As these rats begin running out through a different mouse hole, carrying like potato chunks in their mouths.
Is there a slow one?
Pops up.
Is there one that I can like dive at from my chair?
You'd have to get into the kitchen. That is not currently possible.
Bean would like to change his hunter's mark to one of the rats.
Okay, I
Please
think
go
you're
to.
only allowed to. I think you're only allowed to change it if the previous creature dies.
That was just a bonus action.
Sacrifice.
Go to.
Don't worry, we can make that happen.
Sacrifice.
Oh, yep. Okay, you're right.
I'll do it.
Which all you have to do is kill. I think all you have to do is kill his rat form, and then you can move it.
Yeah.
I don't think they're considered the same creature.
But it stays on him then.
So yeah, you feel the heat map, then go outside.
Well, that seems like our signal to go here.
In Kotu's form, he hears from the rats, "You're all right, new guy. We're going to the boss." So they begin moving through the alleyways.
Follow me here. So just Bean gets up to follow the mark a little bit. As best he can. It's not super exact. Pretty sure it's mostly just directional. And then everything else is just an advantage on checks.
Okay, question. So I kind of assumed that like Rana didn't go with them into the tavern.
Okay.
So is she just gonna see like a bunch of rats run by the alleyway entrance,
Definitely.
like carrying a bunch of potato chunks?
Definitely.
Down, following them.
That's definitely what you. I think that's exactly what you see. Is a bunch of these rats come out of the rat hole carrying potatoes in their mouths and running off. And you see Bean come around the corner, like look around, like like start running after them. What do you do?
I assume he has Zasha following, hopefully.
Yeah, I imagine Zasha's following.
Zasha's drinking the soup first.
Okay, Zasha finishes
He's
the
taking
soup.
his time.
Zasha is finishing the soup, crying.
Why is he crying?
Zasha, I feel like it's important to tell you that in the Sybil commune, you can get basic necessities for free. It's like if you just want bread, you can get bread.
It's different than this soup. This soup tastes really good to him. It reminds him of
Fair
home,
enough.
where he got beat for drinking the soup. Now he can drink the soup.
Okay.
You get shot if you drink the soup too soon.
Roll Constitution. Roll Constitution saving throw.
Why the fuck? I'm scared. I'm supposed to be good at these.
If you wish, you are strong enough to hold back tears.
No, he cries
If
openly.
you wish.
He cries openly because there's no one here to shoot him as he drinks the soup.
Yeah, Sufa just kind of watches awkwardly from the kitchen.
Sufa's like, hey, buddy, do you want another bowl or?
Do you have civet skin for me to take some with me?
I can do
A
that.
to-go bowl. Give him a to-go bowl.
So Sufa like goes back into the kitchen, like pour some of the soup. Not all the like vegetable chunks make it in, cause it's just like a water skin. But then she just screws the top on it, hands it over.
Alright, Zasha will nod and then go outside and try to fly after Bee.
Alright.
Hold on, you two gotta DM more often. Jesse, you bring life to the NPCs that Kilbud creates. It's
Yeah, this is why I brought her in.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Thank you, Ben.
The NPCs are just as equally good. I was gonna say better, but I didn't want to hurt Kilbert's feelings.
No, she's better at NPCs than
I think
am.
my favorite thing is listening to Ben trying not to step on a verbal landmine every time he tries to compliment someone.
It's really great.
Listen. Shut up.
Uh,
You're right, but shut up.
Do note, Zasha, if you're wearing anything more than light armor, you cannot fly.
Oh yeah, I'm aware. It was a joke.
Okay.
I have
Yeah.
leather armor on.
So you all chase after the squad of rats as they move their way through the alleyways. And eventually, Kotu, you hear the rats say, "Some of the biggies are on us. We're gonna have to dodge them out." And they begin like serpentine movements. And they're like,
Evasive maneuvers.
yeah. And then eventually they yell out, "Split up! We'll meet at the Hammer Inn!" And they begin splitting up in different directions. One of them stops for a
guys?
moment and he's... Yep. What's up?
Sorry to cut in just like this.
No, go ahead.
There's a big storm brewing outside, so if I suddenly start like cutting out more than usual,
Okay.
that's why. So.
Perfect.
All right, good. Noted.
It's monsoon season down here, so we're getting some of our first big storms, and
No problem.
that's gonna take a huge dump on my signal. So
Don't worry,
it's already
we're just
starting to
finding
get
your-
like bad.
Yeah, no problem. One of the rats, before running off, turns back to you, Kotu, and Rat Kotu. Ratu?
Ratatouille.
Oh,
And he turns to, Do you know where the Hammer Inn is, new guy?
No, I'm gonna come with you guys if that's okay.
We're serpentine movement. You can find it pretty easy. It's just the loud banging noises.
Okay.
Make a
The hammering. It's a hammering.
make make a general intelligence check for me.
Nice.
The only thing that would have a loud banging noise would be the blacksmith.
I was right.
Nice.
And
Wow,
the
Mijo,
rats-
almost like you're good at intelligence. Almost like you're
Yeah.
smart, Mijo.
The rats begin running in different directions. And like saying like, "We'll meet you up there. That's where the boss is." And they run away.
Do I know where the blacksmith is?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. I'm going to pretend a serpentine. Then as soon as they all go out of view, I'm going to transform back into a human.
Okay. Bean, you feel your Hunter's Mark connection break. And I wonder for a moment it fills you with immense sadness.
Because you thought you died.
Yeah, until you then see him standing in the alleyway.
Oh, jeez. I thought you were dead there, friend. Oh, I'm glad to see you're all right.
Just on the inside,
Darn.
don't worry.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yep. Alright, so... Fuck, I should have started eating chips right before I was supposed to talk. Alright, so basically, they're under the place with the big bang bang bang. And either that's their parents having sex in the room above them, or they're right under the blacksmith.
Oh, what did they call this place here?
The hammer... I don't know, I wasn't paying attention.
They called it the Hammer Inn.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Gochu wasn't paying attention.
Damn it, man, I was gonna do a character joke. Fuck you. All right, let's go. Well, then let's head to the blacksmith then.
All right. You guys begin weaving through town to reach your way to the blacksmith.
He is still concentrating on hunters, by the way. He's not going to drop concentration.
Okay.
Drops
It
it now.
does. I think it drops concentration if you don't move it to a new creature, or is it just as a bonus action? Then
Hand lasso
I'll let you keep it for now.
So,
We'll take a look at it later. I'll let you keep it for now. As you guys enter within the blacksmith, there is no hammering right now. Upon entering, you see suits of armor and weapons. Zasha, there's no guns here. Figured you might ask.
That's so sad.
Okay. You see suits of armors and weapons. The armor is clearly built for Loxodon bodies. And there's also some non-weapon stuff. There's a lot of just like nails and farming tools and such set up all over the place as well. And in the corner of the room, you see a Loxodon woman with a blacksmith's apron on, she's like looking at the ground, holding 2 pieces of wood, or a plank of wood in both hands, and she has like a blacksmith's hammer in her trunk.
Pardon me, ma'am? May I, am I muted? I'm not.
No, you're good.
May I have your attention, please?
She's focusing so intensely on the ground in front of her that she seems to not even hear you.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you, if you were having lots of rat troubles, but I think I'm able to come to the conclusion that you are, based off of what you're doing right now. Is that correct?
Kotu, you see she's looking at a hole in the wall, and you see a familiar rat with a potato in its mouth come through, and she lowers the planks on its side, and then the hammer comes down in the middle.
Efficient.
And we just
Maximum
see an image of
efficient.
we see an image of a potato just roll.
Got him.
Well, that's a violent way to approach that there, but whatever floats your boat, I guess.
No, that's very efficient. So I take it you have issues. You have a lot of problems with the rats.
Huh? What? Yeah. Yes. Everybody here has yes.
No, but I was wondering, do you maybe have like a higher concentration of rats in your general area?
Well, yeah. That's why I'm doing this.
Okay, correct. That's what I had assumed, but I learned at a very young age not to assume, because then people got mad at me. So I make sure to not assume now. Okay. Anyways,
It makes
Yep,
the
they
ass out
still
of you
get mad
and
at
me.
you anyway.
okay. So I don't want. Okay, so I have the ability to transform myself into a rat. And it sounds weird. It's not. Trust me. And so I was following the rats, and they said that they had their base under the what was it? The Hammering Inn, Hammerhead Inn, Hammerhead Shark, Shark Week. They said they had it under Shark Week. And so I thought it would be important for me to tell you that I am going to be investigating if the source of all the rats is under your blacksmith building before I actually did it, because I feel like that would be rude, and I really don't want you to smash me with your hammer when I'm a rat, because I can turn into a rat. Did I tell you about that? Sorry. And he takes a big breath.
Okay. Mr. What's your name?
Kotu.
All right. Hi, Kotu. Name's Oris.
It's nice to meet yours.
Okay. You just said a lot of things to me.
Yep. I tend to do it that way. Also, I'm really, really sorry if I interrupt you. I have a bad habit of doing that unless I'm purposefully trying not to interrupt people.
Have you considered purposely trying not to interrupt people all the time?
No, because that takes so much. That takes far too much energy.
Drink some coffee.
Well, I will say I have less of a rat problem than I used to because I killed a bunch of them.
Atta girl.
But,
Power.
girl power. This is feminism. Just killing rats. But my buddy Raj lives over here, and she like gestures in a general direction of over there-ness.
Mm-hmm.
Mood.
He raises almost all of our livestock, and I think they're coming from over there, because why wouldn't they be? There's a bunch of hay over there, a bunch of food, and I've told him time and time again, I'm like, Raj, baby, listen to me. I think you've got the rat problem, and you've made the rat problem everybody else's problem, but he just doesn't listen to me.
I can go punch him for you if you'd like.
Maybe don't punch him.
Okay, excuse
Maybe
me,
don't
Master.
punch him.
Excuse me,
Don't
Master
call me
Rana.
master.
Master Rana.
Bye.
Sorry. Mrs. Master Rana. No, Miss Rana. So I would
Fucking
advise
hate
not
my
using
life.
violence because the townsfolk aren't actually the enemy in this situation.
I mean, if he's helping the problem become a bigger problem, he's part of the problem.
I think he's more of a naive bystander than an accomplice in this scenario.
Ignorance is not an excuse.
Correct. Somebody being ignorant is also not an excuse to punch them. Okay, so anyways, do I have your permission to go into your blacksmith and not get smashed? Well, go under your blacksmith.
You have my word. I will pause rat smashing.
Wait, actually, you can smash the rat anyways, because if when I come out and get smashed, I'll just turn back into human. So don't worry about it. You can keep smashing rats. Got
What
it?
was the point of the entire conversation then?
That's a little weird.
Listen, I forget things too. That's fine. Okay. So here we go. I transform into a rat. Go into the wall.
I do want to
I
know,
was gonna,
is your transformation like magical girl styled, like where it's non-painful, it's just smooth, or is it like the grotesque style,
Sailor
like
Moon.
as you like become a rat?
Sailor Moon style.
It's definitely magical girl style.
Sorry, Sailor Moon styled. It's like glitter in the air, you turn into a rat.
More specifically, glass shards.
Just break a bottle, spread in the air.
Yep. He just smashes a jar over his head every time he does it.
Turns into a rat. Love it. So you turn into a rat, you go into the rat hole, and you see it leads outside and it also leads down.
I go down.
Alright, you start to go down.
Down.
I'm down to have a fun night where we watch Netflix and have consensual handholding.
Why?
Kotu,
Yes.
it is not long until you begin to hear the sound of drums.
Jesus.
Doom. Doom, doom.
Oh goodness.
Doom, 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 doom. Like repeating that. And you begin to head further. You start this tunnel. You start to see tiny little torches on the wall as you start heading into this tunnel. And then you begin to hear a voice.
Wait,
You
Killbot,
start
as
to
soon as
hear-
I hear the drums, I want to go back up and get the potato and come back.
Okay, you grab the potato and head back in.
I
Or
want
it's
to
like,
be bringing an offering.
You start to head into the tunnel. You start to hear the rat voices again. You hear, "My brothers! Long have we reigned in this town, taking what is ours from the locals, to give to our king! Praise he be!" As you head into your... It starts to go into an underground chamber, small for a normal man, rather expansive for a rat, where you see there's about 5 rats that are offering potatoes to an altar of. It's just a stick, just
Nice,
planted on
nice.
the altar, and you see there's other exits going on. Like, praise the Rat King! They start like bowing at this altar, and like they turn to you, and like, one of them like comes up. It says, "It's the new brother."
Don't worry, guys. No, he actually talks a lot slower. Don't worry, guys. I brought the potato to offer to fucking smooth brain over there. I brought the potato to offer to the Rat King.
Come on over, put it on the altar.
He does so.
The altar, the stick seems to, like, as you get close to it, it seems to have like a slightly malevolent glow to it. Just,
Oh boy.
And they praise it, but overall, nothing seems to be happening.
Yet.
I want you to roll an insight for me.
I don't think I'm great at insight. No, I'm not bad. Hypothetically, I'm not bad at this.
It's not a high DC, they're rats. 21. Far past it.
Mm-hmm.
You have a feeling these are probably not the rats you're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You're right. You're on the right I'm looking for.
Yeah, they seem to be more like they seem to have been here for a lot longer than the duplicating rats have been complained about.
Now that I think about it, we literally could have just inferred that as soon as she killed one, and it didn't come with another.
The rats continue. One of them climbs up to the other, onto the altar, like around the altar, and he says, "My brothers, our conquest shall continue today and every day, as long as we have the rat god's praise. We will defeat our rivals, the newcomers in town that bring armies with them. They will fall to our wrath. The locals belong to us." And he like starts going on this whole rampage speech.
Hey, I have a quick question.
What?
Hey, I know that I'm new here, but I'm actually a very fierce warrior.
Do we allow questions? I don't know. There's no precedence for this. High priest, do we allow questions? What's a question? They all like look at you, like, what's a question?
This is the question. This is what a question is. Do you know where I could find the new guys in town? I just want to beat them up so bad. I mean, I'm a real strong warrior, I promise you.
A righteous paladin of the cause! Rejoice! Like all the rats begin praying again. You can find the evil rivals down that tunnel in the sheepskin barn.
I see. Thank you so much. I will go do my best to slow down the numbers. If I do not come back, know that I have fallen.
As you start leaving, you hear behind you, "Beware for the biggies! They don't treat us kindly."
The biggies, this is just humans. Oh, lockdowns, actually.
As you head down the tunnel.
Stomp, stomp.
Yep.
Is anyone tracking you?
Nope.
Nope.
Great.
I forgot to 100 mark him.
I'm just really, really, really excited to walk in the door behind them.
Yeah, so you walk through a tunnel, and this one goes on for a while. It starts to go through. You travel for what feels like minutes to your rat body, and eventually it starts to curve upwards, like at a slant, and you come out onto the slant, and you see there is a hole to the right, and then a hole to the left. You can tell the right hole has sunlight coming into it through an alleyway. The left hole heads inside the building. Whatever building this is.
I go inside the building.
Okay. Skip whatever
Ugh.
song's playing right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what is that? Jesus.
You head inside. You head inside and you find yourself in a barn with a bunch of sheep and other cattle, just kind of chilling about in this barn. And you see what notes to you immediately is at the doors of the barn, there is a sheep in the wall. Who's like watching everything.
In the wall, like Bethesda, like
He's
Skyrim?
built into the wall. It's like half of his body is through the wall.
Oh, so actually like Skyrim. So he's like clipping through the wall, kind of.
Looks like that.
I want to go up to him and ask him a question, but forget that I'm in rat form. So I will like run up his squeak.
Yeah, so I want you to roll a D100, and this will determine if this creature can understand rat. Okay. It looks down at you and says, "Hello there, little one."
Hi. Why are you in the wall?
This is where
Oh,
I
wait.
belong. Guarding everything. Like, eyes go wide, looking around.
Oh wow, that's impressive. How did you get there?
I was put here by the master. You're not a threat to the master, are you?
I'm not a threat to much anybody, really.
You hear a muffled voice on the other side say, "I think he's a threat to the master. I should kill him."
Okay, so, I don't know who the master is, and I don't really know, what anything is. So I'm new in town, and I was just really, I'll be honest, I was just really fascinated with, how you looked. And if you want me to leave, I'll leave. But, like, this just seems, super fascinating. I haven't seen something like this before. One thing out of character is that I purposefully chose to have my character talk really fast. If you ever have trouble understanding him, let me know
No,
and
it's
I'll
great.
repeat it slower.
I love it. It's great.
Thank you.
The sheep, you see him like struggle to shuffle a bit to get on his side, and you see he's in a cutout in the wall. And he like takes one of his hoofs and like pins it against the door and like cracks it open again a little bit. It's like, "Be gone from these premises before the master knows."
Wait, who is the master? Am I allowed to ask that?
The master is the master.
Oh,
He takes
okay.
care of us.
Oh, got it. I see. Is he tall?
What is tall?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Bye.
You go out of the exit. You can see you are leaving a barn on the outskirts of town. As you begin heading back towards town.
Wait. Actually, it's probably too late. But can I go back into the hole?
You want to go back through the hole?
Yeah, I want to see where the other exit comes out.
The other exit just comes out on the other side of the barn, outside the barn.
Oh, perfect. That's all I needed to know. And then I will head back to the blacksmith.
All right. As a rat or turning back?
I'm gonna turn back.
Okay. Turn back and start walking back. Do you look back at the barn?
Yes.
All right. You see the cutout where the sheep was on the other side of the wall is the same sheep in the same position,
Facing me?
facing you. I was like, "Bah!"
gonna- Huh. I don't know what this means. Wait, is it a beast? Because I understand beasts.
Ben.
It is not a beast.
Oh man, watch it be like a celestial or some shit.
You have to figure this out, Ben, so you're not a lamb to the slaughter.
Ha ha ha! Funny.
Funny.
Is it Sylvan?
Nope, it's not.
Aw,
It's
man.
speaking sheep.
Oh, you're right. It is speaking sheep. That's what the ba was. You're so right. Yeah. I guess I just wave and say, "Thanks for the information," and then walk away.
Tilts its head as you walk away.
And I
You
go back
see.
to the
I'll also say this sheep, in this position, you see it has like a little bell that's just in reach for it to like hit it with its hoof. As you walk away and head back to the blacksmith. So the rest of you see as Kotu walks through the entrance to the blacksmith again.
Hey, did you miss me? I'm back.
I always miss my friends.
Oh, you're too kind.
Get some
I
more
know you're
water.
just being.
I am too kind.
I know
hate
you're.
you.
I know you're just being facetious. Anyways, so basically, there are a bunch of rats under the blacksmith, but those are the rats that are not duplicators. Honestly, they're just really, really dumb. I asked them what a question was. Wait, no, I asked them if they knew what a question was, and no, I asked them if I could ask a question, and they said they didn't know what question was. So I asked them the question, and they answered. Anyways, they think I'm like a paladin warrior or anything, but that's beside the point. So I'm gonna get back to the point. And basically, the duplicator rats are the new rats in town, and the current rats are just like really, really, really not happy with them because they've like quote unquote run this town for like super, super long. And basically, long story short, is that the bad duplicating rats are under the barn.
Well, Ben was gone. Gochi was gone. Can you have been talking to what's her name? On
Ben or Bean?
Bean be talking to Oris, whatever her fucking name is.
Oris?
Oris.
Yeah, you can talk to Oris if you want to have a scene before Kotu shows up.
Well, I mean, I was thinking I need some carrying device here. Something I could move a rat in. Probably a fairly large rat. I got something I could use as a cage of some sort here. For a rat, that is.
Well, I don't have anything immediately on hand. I mean, I've got like a couple of crates and stuff, but most of them are in use, and I also don't know that it would be very useful against a duplicating rat. But I know that my buddy Raj, he's a farmer, so he's got to have something around over there.
Alright then, thank you for the help. Mighty nice of you.
No problem. And hey, if y'all are gonna be here for a while, come to me if you need anything smithed.
I don't know any smiths. Oh, bye.
You've been
Alright,
smithed.
so, oh, hi there, friend. So, you have this, let's go, we need to go find a cage real quick here. Let's go find, where is this Raj at? Can you give me some, directions? I've never met the fella.
Okay, so basically you just walk down and then you walk down that way and then I give him
Oh, not
instructions.
your farm, I need Raj. I need to pick up a, crate of something here.
Is Raj not the farmer that's just down the road where I came from?
Well, I don't know. Is he?
Oris, listens to you very quickly explain all of this, takes a moment to process, and she's like, oh yeah, that's Raj's place.
Alright then. That seems like a good place to go then.
Hey, can I talk to Miss Blacksmith? Or is it Mrs. Blacksmith? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be offensive.
Just Miss Unmarried, but yeah, what's up?
Miss. Okay. So I'm a glass blower. And I've been really fascinated by how like metalworking works. First question: do you know anything about glass blowing? If not, that's okay.
Yeah, glass blowing's a little too delicate for me.
That's okay. That's okay.
More into banging out some metal.
Yep. That's kind of what I assumed. Not very many people are good at glass. Okay. Not very many people are good at glass blowing. So
Kopé, you try to sucking instead of blowing. I heard that works pretty well sometimes.
okay. He's a master of pretending he knows things when he actually doesn't. So you can just ignore him. He's honestly just like super not helpful, like almost always. So we can ignore him for now. And so I was wondering, like, how do you, like, what's the like metal heating and cooling system for tempering like steel or iron, or
That's
what's your
called
most
an
commonly used
aqueduct.
metal?
Use an aqueduct to cool the metal.
Hey, I don't remember asking for your opinion, Bean.
It wasn't an opinion, it was merely a fact there.
Hey, Bean, can you please shut up?
Oh,
Kotu, don't be so rude. Jeez.
Jesus.
The big guy over here is right.
Am I being rude? I'm sorry, I didn't try to.
say he's right to that. It's not an aqueduct.
If you want, you can just say like this person explained the system of doing so.
Except she didn't. She called it an aqueduct.
Well, no. Yes, I know that it's like an aqueduct that brings you like the water. But from my understanding, albeit my very limited understanding of metal, it needs to be like heated up and cooled down multiple times in order for it to be like a finely tempered and like so that it doesn't bend or break, like when you're using it as a weapon. So I actually don't know the process. I just know that it needs to be like changed like heat wise. It's kind of like chocolate. Does chocolate exist in this world, KB?
Yes.
Okay. So kind of like how chocolate grows like the white flowers on top if it's not tempered right. Kind of like that. You need to do that to like metal. I assume you know what I'm talking about, yeah?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What's the process?
Or it's like kind of like it's obviously like preparing herself to get into this really big explanation, and at the same time that she starts being like, well, first a bunch of rats like fly out from the hole and like run around her feet. And she's like, god damn it, listen, just like come back after the rats are done. I will show you everything.
That
is
totally fine.
Goes back to trying to whack the shit out of these rats.
I will come back later. You look very occupied at the moment, and I'm sorry to take your time. And then I walk out the door.
All right.
What are we doing? What's our plan?
We're gonna go to the farm. We're gonna pick up a crate.
Rana, what are we doing, Rana?
Why don't you go blow up the farm?
No. Okay, Rana, I don't. Okay, so Rana, so here's what I was talking about earlier about you not being very, very good at listening. Is I actually said that the rats are under the barn, not in the barn.
Yes, but
so-
if they're under the barn and the barn is in the way, how are we supposed to get to them?
Well, you can actually just walk inside the barn. You don't need to just.
But they're
take
under
whole
the barn,
down.
not in the barn.
Well, correct, but the barn's not stopping you from getting to the ground, right?
Depends on what's in the barn.
Like this really weird double, like two-headed sheep that answers your questions very vaguely.
Well, what side are the heads on? Is it like side to side, or is it
no.
like that?
It's
Oh.
there's a head on the front.
I'm
and
so
on the
glad
back.
you asked.
And so basically, when I was a rat, it understood rat, and I was able to talk to it, and it said that it serves the master. And then I heard a small voice that say it should kill me, because I am a threat to the master. But that's weird, because it was a sheep that made the noise. Also, it looked like the sheep was in the wall, and that's not normal. And also the sheep was in the wall on the other side of the barn too, which was kind of weird because like I don't think that's how sheep work unless you turn around really really fast when I wasn't looking, which is kind of surprising, but like not what I was expecting from a sheep, I'm gonna be honest. And so this is so much fun. Is this what it's like to play Dusk Me, Joe?
It's exactly what it's like to play Dusk.
Okay. And so basically that's it. Yep. Just a really, really, really weird double-headed sheep that answered my questions and threatened to kill me. But it's fine because it brought at me after I turned it into a human. So it doesn't speak common, but it does understand it because it seemed visibly confused when I brought up that I had talked to it before. And
Well, I
That's
cannot talk to animals here. Don't mean to toot my own horn or nothing. They can all
toot your own
understand
horn
what
all
I'm
you
saying.
want. I recommend not loaning out your horn to others during this current pandemic because that would be dangerous.
I mean, the rat pandemic, right?
Yes. Yep.
Black
can't-
Plague.
Yep. The rat plague. Because that would be bad because the germs from your mouth could spread to other rats, and then they would
germinate.
and they would have to deal with knowing that they were touched by Bean. And
Ben's
that's
been
terrible
talking
fact
for the
indeed.
past 10 minutes straight.
No one stopped him.
If you guys want me to stop, please do.
No,
Please
it's
don't.
I
fine,
think it's
Ben.
about time we go and find out what that sheep is.
Okay.
Maybe we talk to Raj first.
I'm still in favor of blowing the whole thing up.
That's a good
Rana,
plan
we've been
B.
over this. You can't solve all the problems with violence, although a lot of them you can. This is not one of them.
Yeah, you're not one of those either.
Oh, he's
I
such
mean,
a
actually-
smart ass.
You could. You definitely could. In fact, I would
They're gonna start
encourage you
walking.
to do so.
Bean's going up to the front door of the farm to look for Raj.
Okay, so, I think you would know, if you've been here for months, you would probably know that the barn is owned by someone, and they live in a home in front of the barn. It's like,
Yeah,
if you
he's-
wanted to find Raj, you'd probably have better luck searching his home.
Yeah, he's gonna go knock on the front door of the home.
Okay. Knock on the front door. Raj, you hear it inside.
Hello here. We're looking for a Raj. Is there a Raj home here?
Raj like cracks open the door and peeks around, and he's very obviously locks it on as well. He's like, "Oh well, hello there. How you doing?"
I'm doing
you
pretty
doing?
good. Thanks for asking. How are you doing?
I'd be doing better if there wasn't a bunch of rats running around, but you know.
That's
That's-
actually what I'm here to talk to you about.
Oh,
So,
is it?
It is. So I found out we've been doing some research here. I found out that the rats here made a home base under your weird sheep thing that has two heads. I'm not sure about him, but we're here looking to capture the queen rat, as it were.
Well then, well, if it takes the problem off of my hands, you know, I'll lead you out back. And he like,
I do have a
shuts-
question really quick.
Yeah, what's up?
I kind of need to buy a cage here. You may have come out a little bit unprepared. Didn't expect to find it quite this fast here.
Oh, I understand. Don't worry. There's gotta be some out in the barn. Don't worry about it. He like shuts the door again, unlocks his front door, then opens it again, steps outside, and leads you guys around back to the barn.
Yeah, so you head back to the barn. You see Kotu staring at Raj. You see a little turtle boy staring at your sheep, who's just kind of like, "Meh." Just eating some grass below it.
Raj bends over a little, gives the sheep a little gentle pat on the head. He's like, "This is my guard sheep here. As you may have noticed, he's got two heads, so he can see in front of him and behind him at the same time. He's real good."
Wait, Ben was right.
Of course I was right. I described what I
sheep.
saw.
Yeah. As you guys
Never mind.
head
I'm
through
gonna
the
keep going with
barn,
the campus shot.
as you guys head through the barn onto the other side of it, you can see, like, looking at both sides of the wall, it's clearly a connected sheep.
Hog.
Ew.
Sheephog. Two-headed
That is
sheephog.
an interesting guard system.
Yeah, well, as long as I keep him fed well, he doesn't seem to complain too much, so, you know, pretty good system, I think.
You know.
Dean's gonna look up at the sheep and say, "Well, I hope you're happy up there."
Meh.
Oh, that seemed like a happy bow to me.
The heads begin bowing to each other, and they're like having a conversation, but nobody can understand it.
Kotu joins the main group now.
Well,
Alright, so
Give me a
so
second.
Kotu, where did you find the queen in here?
Well, there was just like a little rat hole, right there, and I point to it. And
That
I
seems
came-
like might be
I
a little
should-
bit small for me there.
Pardon me, Mr. Raj, is that your name?
Yes, what's up?
Okay, I should have mentioned that I have the ability to turn myself into a rat, and I do that sometimes. And when I do this, sometimes I like to
Oh
go
my-
into. Okay,
Here
I
we
should mention
go.
that we're trying to
Oh,
solve a
Mom.
problem.
Little
Um,
fellow there, it's a good idea to. Maybe we should just solve the problem and then explain later here.
No,
Oh my
because I don't.
God.
Let's explain the problem later here.
Ben is out of wild shapes and his totem.
Half his combat ability's gone.
So basically, I can turn myself into a rat, and we're trying to extinguish the rats from the village. And the other rats said that there's a very bad duplicating rats under your barn. And I followed the passage, and it came out here. And I'm trying to solve the problem, but I can't turn into a rat anymore today.
All rats, that sounds like a big problem there.
You can if you take a short rest. If you get a chance to take a short rest, you get your wild shapes back.
Bean, you see, like, whereas every other Loxodon that you've made a dad joke to has just, like, stared at you, like, unmoving, Raj, like, gives a chuckle, and he's like, that was a good one!
Finally, somebody that appreciates my humor here. I like you. You're a good guy here.
Okay, if we actually like take like a quick rest, just maybe like I didn't mean to say short rest, but like it just came out that way. If we take just like a quick nap or like just like a relaxed session, I think maybe I can like restore my strength
A
enough to the
relaxed
point.
session.
Just a short vibe session.
Yep, you know, just
a quick vibe check.
well, I'm actually not very good at vibing. I fail most of my vibe checks. My mom told me that, and so I'm.
My
so
mom told me to fail my vibe check. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta stay home.
So can we wait a little bit and then I'll go back to rat and look better for maybe passage.
Everyone make a perception check.
Heck.
Hog.
All right. Zasha and Mijo, Zasha and Bean, the two of you hear squeaking from within the barn, rat squeaks, and you see movement in the back of the barn. I think Raj also sees this, and I think people start to notice that Raj has a lot of bite marks on him.
Oh wait, I've got an idea here. Let me try something here pretty interesting. Okay, so little rat fellow's about there. Can I ask you a bit of a favor here? You mind coming out? I have an offering for your master, your queen in here. And you like pull out a little bit of bread or something that left over. So like I've got a little bit of soup as a peace offering to your queen. I'm at like a talk to session with her.
Sasha will put the wet skin down and kind of cut it open a little bit so it's like a bowl, crying the entire time as he's doing it.
Yeah.
Trying to convince them to queen out.
Okay. So you opened your soup bag. Right. Upon opening the soup bag, you begin to see 2 rats approach. You see them like smelling in the air. They smell the soup, and they begin making their way forwards. What are you guys doing to my title screen?
You know, I wish I knew.
Yeah, this is a offering for your queen there. You guys can take a little bit if you want it, but really it's an offering for a parlay session with your queen here. If you wouldn't mind.
They begin to approach Zasha because he has the bag, the soup bag. Zasha, I need you to make an animal handling check.
Wicket, is it confusing having your name being similar to a character? Because it is for me. Me, Joe, you little shithole.
You little shithole.
All right. Zasha, one of the rats begins to approach. The other one seems a little bit more reserved and doesn't approach. It's like on guard. What do you guys do?
Now make sure you don't scare them off there, Zasha. We're trying to get their queen to come out so we can have a nice conversation with her.
Can
Just gonna
animals understand you?
Animals understand me, but I can't understand them.
So Zasha
Gotcha.
is gonna like put his fingers in the soup and taste it like it's okay, sort of deal, to prove it's not poisoned.
Okay. Bean, make a persuasion check at disadvantage. For a reason I can't tell you yet.
I mean, I assumed I'd be doing that. Woohoo!
Disadvantage.
Woohoo!
16. Okay. I can now tell you. The rats don't seem to understand you.
Aw, they're not beasts.
They're not. They're still on guard, like really carefully approaching, especially with this many people, but they don't. You haven't scared them. With your
It
loud
doesn't,
booming voice.
Seem like they're quite understanding. I don't know if they're beasts in the same sense as a normal rat here.
Kotu lays down.
He
Uh,
sleep.
Do you just casually lay down, or you try to do it slowly? How do you do it?
Just like he probably just like walks away from the rats
Okay.
and just be like, I don't want to mess with what they're doing. I'm gonna take a nap, and then proceed to attempt to do so.
All right.
Well, maybe it's time for a quick rest so that our friend here can figure out where the queen is then.
Wait, no, you guys can keep doing what you're doing, but
I did what I was doing. They couldn't understand me. It's done. They're not beasts.
oh,
That's all I
but
can do.
aren't you still like working on establishing a relationship?
They can't understand me. There's no reason to continue.
But you rolled persuasion good.
I did.
You're right.
Alright.
That doesn't give us anything because they can't understand you. I understand now. Shuckaroonies.
So, Zasha, you have the soup. What did you do with the soup last?
I tasted it in front of them to prove that it's like wasn't poisoned.
Okay, that doesn't seem to mean anything for them.
I don't think they can really understand what's going on
Cool.
here.
Then I'm gonna slowly push the soup towards the one that did not come forward.
Okay.
Preferably, if
The-
I can use the butt end of my halberd to do so, I would like to.
All right. Make another animal handling with advantage because it is going pretty well so far. Okay. You put it down and you push it towards them. The reserved one comes up to it, grabs like a vegetable from it, and like retreats again. Like puts it down, starts chewing on it a bit. The other one's just casually goes up and starts eating from the soup.
All right. Then Zasha's gonna slowly approach the one that's timid and offer it his hand. Gotta get this.
Okay. One last animal handling check.
With advantage? No advantage.
Straight check.
Okay, then I'm using inspiration.
This is actually
Hey,
heartbreaking.
Sasha, can I borrow your inspiration?
You're Zasha.
No, Sasha. I mean, Wicket, can I borrow your inspiration?
We're out here confusing everybody.
Oh, I know her by her real name more so than her online name, so I fuck it up a lot. Wicket, can I borrow your inspiration?
I feel like this could be
Yes.
important.
Yes, cool.
Go for it.
Did it roll it? No.
Start
There we
freaking
go.
calling me by my Discord name, fam.
It's hard, okay? It's a 10.
Okay. The rat bites you before retreating.
Is the other rat still here?
Yes, you take 1 point of piercing damage.
Okay. Then if the other rat is here, I'm going to try and do the same thing with that rat.
Okay.
Like get my hand close to it, probably to touch this one.
I need to consult with my codiem real quick.
I like
Jesse,
how
you-
my character is the one that's not spec'd for this animal handling shit, and I got stuck with it.
Because you had the soup.
I had to suit, and Bean's like, "Oh, I can't talk to him. I don't know what to do." Also, you should have named yourself Soup because you sound like Seuss from Gravity Falls.
Jesse,
That seems
What do
like
you
a good
think?
idea there.
what do you think? Should I give it to him, or should I continue on our path?
Let me check real quick. I don't know, man. That's just a 10.
That's a
That was on
10
the
that
previous
first
one.
I'm willing to roll again for the second rat. I thought
I'm
there would be
thinking-
a roll.
I'm concerned. All right, I have mixed feelings because they are doing pretty good at this so far. Their rolls have been pretty solid leading up to this, or at least solid enough not to botch it.
I guess it's really up to you because the consequences of it is your shit, not mine. So
That's fair.
I'm asleep.
Kotu's asleep.
Go to sleep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave him.
That's
I'm
Raj's
going to
child
say
now.
you guys have had
Mhm.
enough successes on your rolls that Zasha, the other one doesn't, more bold of the two, doesn't flinch as you approach it.
Cool. I'm going to try and scoop the rat.
What?
Okay.
Baby part 2.
All right, this one is a pretty critical roll, just because these creatures, these rats, are rather skittish by nature. So I'm gonna need you to roll. Let's see, what would this be?
Animal handling or persuasion?
I think this is sleight of hand.
All right, I'm cool with that. I'm not cool with that.
Oof.
Does anybody have inspiration left?
Nope. We wasted it on glass blowing.
Listen.
Listen.
It's never a waste. Inspiration is never a waste.
I know it's not a waste. It's just we used.
Okay.
I wanted to blow glass.
As you try to pick up the rat, it shakes and duplicates. It's several versions jumping out as 4 other versions of the rat show up.
Okay, hold on. So it shook and duplicated into 4, or it shook and duplicated into 1?
There are now 5 of
5?
them.
Okay. Are they looking hostile?
Yes, 4 of the they are looking hostile. Let me make sure I got the right number there. I think it's 4.
Yeah, it's 4.
All right, then I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna.
Okay, there are 4 rats.
I'm gonna quickly.
1 becomes 4.
I'm gonna quickly try and offer them each a ration from my pack.
Unfortunately, their ability has been triggered and it leads into combat.
Cool.
Yeah, sorry, my guy. So you watch as the 4 rats that are created. The last one in the back is still kind of reserved. It's kind of just eating its food, like moving off to the side. This one has duplicated into 4, and they are looking at you like hissing, like angry. We are going to roll initiative, which I didn't add initiative buttons yet.
Coach is asleep.
Fully slumped.
And
Fully
I
slumped.
think we only got about 30 minutes left. Do you guys want to do the combat, or do you want to save it for next session?
I'm done either way.
I kind of want to save it.
No.
Well,
Alright.
Wicket, if your internet's getting worse, we should probably save it then, yeah?
Sorry.
No, don't. Okay, that was meant to be a I'm sticking up for you, not I'm accusing you. But somehow I messed it up. So, like, whatever works, you know?
We'll save it for next time. This is probably a good
Nice.
place to stop anyways. So yeah, our last scene is showing as the camera goes up as we see the rats hostile, staring down the Aarakocra as all of them begin to slowly shake like they're getting ready to duplicate again.
Oh, boy.
And that'll be our session for the night.
That reminds me of that one quest from Divinity where you have to fight the cursed chickens.
Oh! I'm gonna end the recording now. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.
Will we though?
All right.
Will we?
How do you
Will we
guys feel
see
about the
anything?
dad joke monster?